Help me reach 7,000 subscribers. And if you can, give the video a like and leave a comment. I read every single one, and I appreciate you deeply. My name is Callum, and if you'd asked me a year ago what certainty meant to me, I would have pointed to one person, Leia. Gentle voice, bright eyes, someone who filled a space with warmth without speaking more than a sentence. We had been together 6 years, married for 3, and while we weren't flawless, we moved through life in a way that felt steady and safe. Our anniversary landed on a Friday, which felt like a tiny blessing from the universe. I'd made reservations at a rooftop place downtown, not extravagant, just beautiful in a simple way, with dim lighting and quiet corners where it felt like life paused for you. She arrived straight from work. Still in the soft lilac blouse she knew I loved. She hugged me tightly, kissed my cheek, and for a moment I thought maybe the night would be everything I hoped for. But moments don't warn you before they break. We hadn't even ordered drinks when her phone buzzed. She sighed, glanced at it, and said, "Work." I didn't think much of it. Her job at the marketing agency had been chaos for months, and interruptions had become routine. She typed a reply, but didn't answer the call. Then the phone buzzed again. And again. "Everything all right?" I asked. "Yeah," she said quietly. "It's just Ronan." Her boss. A name I had heard more than I ever wanted to. She always described him as sharp, demanding, brilliant, even insufferably so. But the way she said his name tonight was different. He didn't feel like just her boss. He felt like someone who had slipped too far into her world. Before I could say anything, someone tapped her shoulder. We both turned, and there he was. Ronan Ward. Tall, perfectly pressed suit, a face set like stone, and eyes that slid past me as if I were part of the furniture. "Leia," he said with a smirk that made my stomach twist. "You didn't reply to my message." She stiffened. "Because I'm out. It's my anniversary." He nodded like that was mildly inconvenient rather than something he should respect. Then he finally glanced my way. "You must be the husband," he said, offering a hand like I should be grateful he deigned to greet me. I shook it out of manners, not desire. "Callum," I said. "Ronan," he replied, like he assumed the whole world already knew. Then he turned back to her. And this time, he didn't care about appearances. I always tell the team she's mine at work. The way he said it wasn't playful. It was possessive. I waited for Leia to correct him, to tell him to stop, but she froze. Her eyes darted between us, and for the first time since I'd known her, I saw fear. "What's that supposed to mean?" I asked, keeping my voice calm. Ronan leaned against our table, claiming space that wasn't his. "It means," he said, "she basically runs the department. I depend on her more than anyone. I expect her to be available always." My chest tightened. Leia wouldn't meet my eyes. Her hands were trembling. "That's enough, Ronan," she whispered. "Please." He tilted his head, amused. "You didn't tell him?" he asked. "Tell me what?" I said. She shot him a warning look, but he ignored it. "He'll find out eventually," he said casually. "You can't hide how crucial you become." Something inside me hardened. "Tell me what?" I said again. She finally looked at me. Her lips parted, but words failed her. Silence is never empty. Sometimes it's full of the truth someone is too scared to speak. And then she whispered, "Callum, there's something I need to explain about me and Ronan." She didn't finish, but she didn't need to. Her face said enough. My pulse roared in my ears. I waited, hoping, bracing. Ronan folded his arms, enjoying the tension like it was entertainment. "Explain," I said. Leia swallowed. "It's not what it looks like." A sentence that has never once made anything better. Things at work became complicated. Ronan chuckled under his breath. "Complicated how?" I asked. She stared at the table. "I've been taking on too much. Late hours, extra campaigns, trips. I didn't want to stress you. And that requires him to claim you?" I asked. She winced. "No, he exaggerated." I stared directly at Ronan. "That what you call that?" He shrugged. "I say facts." Suddenly Ronan stepped closer to her. "Lila," he said low, "we have deadlines." Your team needs you. I need you tonight. Tonight? I asked. On our anniversary? He shot me a look that felt like annoyance. She's essential. Then to her, quieter, you told me you'd be reachable. And that was a turning point. Not his words. Hers. Leia lifted her chin, meeting his eyes. I told you I'd help when I could, she said steadily. Not that I belong to you. His jaw tightened. We'll talk Monday. No, she said. We won't. He blinked, confused. What does that mean? It means I'm done. Her voice was firm. I quit. The silence after that felt like the entire restaurant inhaled at once. Ronan gave a sharp laugh. You're emotional, he said. You'll regret this. No, she said. I regret letting you think you had any control. Something inside me shifted hearing her say it. Ronan stared at her, waiting for her to fold. She didn't. Eventually, he turned and walked off, leaving behind the leftover heat of his arrogance. When he was gone, Leia finally looked at me. Really looked. I should have told you, she whispered. He kept piling things on me. I kept saying yes because I didn't want to let anyone down. And I let him blur lines I shouldn't have allowed. I didn't cheat on you. I didn't betray you. But I did let someone take more of me than they should have. And I'm sorry. I leaned back, letting the truth settle. I believed her, not blindly, but because everything in her voice felt raw and real. You should have trusted me with this, I said quietly. I'm your husband. I know, she murmured. I want to fix that. If you'll let me. I glanced toward the door Ronan walked through, then back at her. The night had twisted into something neither of us expected. But something else had opened up too. For the first time in a long while, she was choosing us, choosing herself. I reached across the table and held her hand. Let's begin again, I said. No secrets, no hiding, just us. Her breath shook and she nodded. Just us. And the warmth returned, not from the lights, but from her, the woman who remembered she wasn't something to be owned. She was my partner, and I wasn't about to let someone like Ronan take that from us.